Welcome, everybody, to...
I Love You.
I know. This is the signature podcast from the Prolonged Engagement. You can find us every single Monday at noon on youtube.com/The Prolonged Engagement Show. Or you can find this show in audio format on your favorite podcasting service around the globe. You can find it...
You sound like you ran a
prolongedengagement.com. So if you haven't guessed, like my voice is kind of off. It's because I'm sick. I've got a sinus infection. So
it's not contagious, so I'll be okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
In theory, especially since with this going up, it will be 3 days till my birthday?
Something like that,
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
I think. I'm bad at math, though.
So I kind of wanted to talk about something that we did on Wednesday.
Oh, God, what?
Remember that thing that we did on Wednesday? Do you remember what we did?
We went to the parks.
Yeah. So I was going to talk about that.
Okay.
What do you think?
Okay.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea.
So we went to 2 different theme parks on last Wednesday.
But not the 2 you're thinking.
We went to Universal Studios, so not IOA, just straight old Universal.
Just Universal?
And then we decided to go to SeaWorld after that. So, but...
We were on a mission on Wednesday.
Our real reason for doing both of those was because we were on a specific mission to ride 2 different rides. So first being...
The Jimmy Fallon...
Race Through New York with Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Which we did get to ride. The second ride that we wanted to go ride was the new Kraken VR.
Kraken Unleashed.
Is that what they're calling it now?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Kraken Unleashed?
Yeah.
That's so lame.
Although I feel like you're more leashed because you have the visor and the
more leashed.
headphones
Okay.
and...
Anyway.
Sorry.
So our idea was to go ride, Kraken in its new VR state. However...
We didn't get to.
Didn't get to do that.
There was no way in hell we were going to get to do it.
So the new thing that they have going on with Kraken is
the virtual line.
They're doing this virtual line thing. So you go up to the front of it,
yep.
And they say, okay, well, put your name in the list, and it kind of saves your spot.
Yep.
And
so you come back at a certain time, and you
then
only wait 20 minutes.
Yeah, they said like 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
All that you had to wait after that. However, the wait time... Right, you're going to have to sit down for this. So make sure that you're sitting down.
Yeah.
The wait time.
Sit down, and if you're driving, pull over.
The wait time for Kraken was 5 hours. 5 hours.
For a 12-year-old ride?
What do you mean 12-year-old ride? I rode that when I was 7. And it wasn't new when I was 7.
So how old is that ride, actually?
That's like 20 years old.
It's like 20 years?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's almost as old as us.
Yeah. So, I don't even remember. But it's fucking old as shit.
It's an old ride.
It's like 20 years old, I think.
Yeah.
That ride. Something like that. It's nearing 20. But I can't even imagine. I've not seen a wait time of 5 hours before.
I've never seen a wait time of 5 hours for any ride.
Ever.
Even the Harry Potter rides were not 5 hours.
When we went to the new Wizarding World of Harry Potter at IOA.
For my birthday.
Okay.
It opened, and a week later, we went. For my birthday. I think we waited like what? An hour to get into the area.
We waited an hour to get into the area.
And then an hour...
2 hours
for the ride.
To get on the ride.
Well, you waited 4.
Right. I waited a total of 4 hours to get onto the ride.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that was an hour to get into the area.
Yep.
And then it was a 2-hour wait for you.
Yeah. And we had Mary and...
So we had to child swap at that point.
Yeah, because she was too little.
And then And then, like, right as we were going to child swap in and ride the ride.
The ride broke down for you and
Yeah,
Mom.
the ride broke down. So you actually rode it with your daddy.
Yep.
And then so we had to wait a whole another hour for them to get it back up and running.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, I mean, so technically the wait time was only 2.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insane. That was a brand new ride in a brand new part of the park.
And a brand new
in one of the most popular franchises in the world.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was technologically, for the time that it came out, advanced. Very advanced for the time that it came out.
It's still really, really,
advanced.
really advanced. I mean, like, that's probably the most technically advanced ride at Universal right now.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, really?
I was trying to think of one. I was trying to think of one that might be more advanced.
I mean, when you look at the
then I was like, oh, Transformers. Nope, that's Spider-Man.
Nope, that's still Spider-Man.
And I was going to go Jimmy Fallon. Nope, that's
the only cool thing about the Transformers ride is that they do actually move you up and down. They take you up and then
the elevator.
the elevator
is really
that
neat.
Works in it. I found out when that is too.
Oh, you have finally?
Yes, I found out because
when is it then?
The last times that we were riding, I was sitting.
You actually paid attention.
Because I had ridden the ride like 1,000 times at that point, so I was like, I know that you go up and down, but I could never find out. I could never find out where you do it. So when I looked the first time, I went, "Oh, okay, I found the down, but I didn't find the up."
Yeah.
But then the last time I rode it, I saw both up and down.
Okay, so where's up?
It's in the same type of room. So if you are it's a big it's a rounded screen.
So is it both times you're talking to a robot? So the first times you're talking
no, it's
to
when
Bumblebee?
lots of things are happening.
Okay.
Right.
I know the down is with Bumblebee.
What? I don't know.
When you're falling.
No.
No?
No, that's not where you go down. That is not where you go down.
I did not know this. Okay.
No. It's 2 different. So, like I said,
are they both fight sequences?
Yeah, I think they're both fight sequences. So it's
That's brilliant though to keep your mind on.
Right. It's something that it doesn't have you like moving up and down.
Really?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't expect it.
I think like the first part is actually when he's like, "Oh, I've got Megatron," and he's like running, and you're following him like that. Like,
yeah.
That's the up. It's like something like that.
Holy shit! Yeah. You have to tell me the next time we're on.
I'll show you the next time that we go on it.
My poor
because
baby.
All it is just it's the biggest screen that you can that you find in there.
So it's the 2 biggest screens in there. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know where.
So like pay attention if it's a big rounded screen that's out in front of you, that's it.
So it's to distract you.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Because your car will actually get into a point where your car's not moving anymore. It will position itself in front of the screen. The screen is rounded, and it's almost all the way around you, and then that's where you go up and down.
Interesting.
It's in 2 different spots, so you have to go up and then down.
Yeah. Because I know how the ride goes. It's doop, 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 doop.
Yeah. And yeah, the ups and the downs are pretty close.
To the beginning and the end.
To the beginning and the end, yeah.
Yeah. Because the bottom part is loading and unloading.
Mm-hmm. Big stuff. Big stuff.
Yes.
However.
This is how nerdy we are. We dissect rides.
However, I don't know what I'm talking about. Fucking Transformers and shit.
We didn't get to ride it that day.
Yeah, because we didn't ride it that day. But Kraken VR, we got there at 2:00?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because we first went to Universal.
Yeah, because this is a 5-hour wait. So we were there at like 2:00, and they said that we wouldn't get on the ride until 7.
Yeah.
7 was our return time. So.
Or would have been our return time had we gotten a ticket.
Yeah. They said like, what's the return time? He's like 7:00, and I'm like, fuck that. We left.
Yeah. Well, we went on one ride.
We went on Wild Arctic, but that's only because I wanted to go see that.
The baby walrus.
The baby walrus. But the baby
who
walrus
unfortunately is still too young to be out.
Yeah.
But Daddy's there.
No, he's there. He's definitely there. But we went to Universal first in the
Yeah.
morning. We got there, around 11 o'clock or so?
Yeah. We did pretty good. We woke up late.
I was only going to ride 2 rides, so I wasn't really worried about that.
Well, I wanted to go all day, but we didn't. Well, kind of.
Whatever. Anyway, so we go to...
we went straight to Fallon.
So, yeah, we went straight to Fallon. Now, Jimmy Fallon has
the virtual line.
A virtual line with Jimmy Fallon.
They're one of the very first rides in the park to have the virtual line.
So the way that you do it is actually you can either go up to the new Jimmy Fallon ride
and get a line,
and you can get a timed, and they give you like a little kind of like the old Fast Pass at Disney
with the ticket.
You know, where they like give you a ticket with a barcode on it.
Yep.
But now they also have it to where if you download the Universal app, you can get a return time on the app, and then that gives you like a little QR code on the bottom.
That it just scans and you go straight in.
Yeah, and then you just like put your phone down on it, it scans it, and you walk right in. At which point, I have to give it to Universal on this one.
They did really well. Really well.
I cannot stress the queue for this ride is the coolest fucking thing I've ever been on. And not just that it's cool to look around, but the way that they move you into the actual ride thing is
into
perfect.
The space.
Perfect.
Because it does, I feel like...
Perfect.
And this is from experience from being at Rockefeller Center. It's very much like going into Rockefeller Center and seeing everything. And it's interesting.
If you haven't been to Universal Studios since they opened the new ride, it's where Twister used to be, and
that thing does not need to rest in peace.
Yeah, it needed to go. It needed to go.
I feel like we should do a little memorial right here of Twister with the
like fuck that. Oh my god, Twister was awful. It was so bad.
It broke down so often.
But so where Twister is, they built a new the facade that they
totally
put
different. Beautiful facade too.
It looks like the Rockefeller Center is what it looks like.
It looks like a mini version of it.
Yeah. Which is, where Jimmy Fallon is
recorded.
And that's also where SNL is recorded and, a bunch of other things. It's where Today is filmed there and everything else.
And if you're ever lucky enough to go to New York, go to the Rockefeller Center. They have a really nice tour. You get to see a lot of the stuff. They
have a really cool observatory.
Oh, yeah.
At Rockefeller Center.
Yes, they do.
It's really cool. You get you get 360 degrees on
New York.
On New York from 30 Rock. It's really cool. I like it.
I do too. And it's very nice.
But anyway, so you walk in there and it like looks like Rockefeller Center on the inside.
They even I feel like I don't remember. I'd have to go relook at it. The posters in the first room. They have posters from varying amount of years of the changes of the NBC logo. The peacock, as everyone knows it.
Yeah, there was the one that was just like an N and a B, and then underneath it was C. There was like one that was like that, and then of course
the peacock.
You had the peacock in its many different forms.
Oh yeah.
And then they tell you the dates that they
started.
The newest one was only made in 2014?
2011.
2011?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So 2011. But that's the one that has it's like it's the new peacock with NBC underneath it.
Yeah.
Before that was just
the rainbow.
Yeah, before it was just a rainbow peacock.
Yeah, but do you know why it's a rainbow peacock?
Wow.
Because NBC wanted to show that all their shows were in Technicolor.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It was a bragging. It was like, hey, look at us. We have color already.
Well, there you go. You learned something new today.
I'm sorry, I learned that when I went to NBC in New York.
But you walk into it, and some guy gives you a, like this plastic card, and it's got a color on it.
Yeah. red, orange, yellow, blue, green, blue, purple.
Yeah, there's a bunch of colors. So, oh, is it the colors of the
It's the colors of the peacock.
peacock? Ah, clever, NBC. Clever. So, like, you walk like right past that guy, and they've got stuff from all of the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Guys.
From everybody.
So
even
yeah, they even have Conan in there. Poor Conan. So they have the two guys that were before Carson, and they have Carson, and then Leno's right next to Carson.
Conan
Conan's
has his
right.
little.
Conan's next to the other two guys, and then of course, Jimmy Fallon's is like right in the middle of the area. At which point, then you go upstairs, right?
Yep.
You go upstairs, and they actually have like this cool
hangout area where you can sit.
Yeah, and there's a show that goes on.
Yes, I know we didn't see it. We didn't really pay attention to it when we went, but when I went the first time, they have tables. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. That you can play games on and do trivia and stuff like that.
Oh, really? I didn't see those.
Yeah.
I just went straight for the.
I know we went straight to go see the Ragtime Girls and
yeah.
Hashtag Pand.
Yeah. One of our old friends that we used to do Orlando Youth Theater is now like the main guy
there. And it was really it was kind of really awesome to see him like doing that, I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, "Ha, I know that person."
Yeah, so we were like, "Oh, yeah, it's that guy."
That guy.
So yeah, they that was actually pretty cool. They did like this weird the
lip
sync battle, right?
Yeah.
They had one of the guys do "My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion.
And he was fantastic.
They did we actually everybody voted for that guy.
There was a couple who voted for the first one who did something by Jay-Z.
No, he didn't. It wasn't Jay-Z.
It was this rapper. I don't even remember.
It was not Jay-Z though.
It was someone like that.
Oh no, did he? Oh no, did they do? Oh no, the one where they did it together was Gonna Make You Sweat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember what he did then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He wasn't that memorable.
Anyway.
No, the second guy was just really good. Really creative and really, really funny.
So while you're watching the show, like every segment of the show, like it stops for a second.
And
like
they call
during
out
transition, they call out
a
colors. Like orange or whatever.
We were
red.
orange.
We were red.
Oh
right?
no, we were red.
Yeah. So then they call out the color, and then you walk over to this person.
And you give your card over.
You give your card to them, and then they immediately put you in a row to go into the ride. Yeah. To go onto the ride.
You don't even realize that you've waited like any time at all.
So you're literally not waiting in any line for this ride. None. No line.
Which is really nice, I feel like.
No line.
I love
it's
it.
Really great. And when they shovel you into the row that you go into, that's when they show you like this video
for your safety precautions.
Yeah.
What?
Which I want to buy that song. I do. I want to. It was good. They have the Roots rap the safety precautions.
I kept trying the entire time I was standing there. I was like, I couldn't remember the proper terms for it. Legally required safety video.
Mm-hmm. The last thing you'll ever see. A legally required safety video. Ah! Simpsons.
If you all don't know, I used to work at the Simpsons ride. And if you actually want me to tell you guys stories of it, write in the comments below.
So, yeah, so there's a video, and so the rapid blah, 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 blah. And, like, you get to see that Sarah girl that does that. That Fallon does. The ride is Fallon. Like everything, the show is not the Tonight. It's not a Tonight Show ride. It's a Fallon show.
Jimmy Fallon show.
So
Jimmy Fallon ride, I should say.
And the ride itself kind of reminds me of Despicable Me.
It reminded me more of Hanna-Barbera.
Well, But yeah.
But you know what I mean by
Right.
that.
Hanna-Barbera, Jimmy Neutron, and Despicable Me, they're all the same.
Basically, yes.
Basically. Yeah.
Except for Jimmy Neutron was the worst iteration.
Definitely the worst iteration of those three. And
That threw my
I could say that because I never rode Hanna-Barbera, so
you can't say that.
Hmm?
You don't get a choice then.
But I could still say that.
If you did not ride Hanna-Barbera,
well, it sucks, and
Hanna-Barbera was
Despicable Me
perfection.
is so much better. So, not to mention the Despicable Me ride; it's the cutest fucking thing in the world.
I know.
Oh my god, I love everything about Despicable Me.
I want to see the next one.
Yeah, I'm really excited, and I hope that they didn't like show too much of it in the.
I don't think they did.
Like,
even,
I swear to
even though I
God,
was
they've
watching
showed the
trailer.
entire fucking movie in those trailers.
I don't think they
and
did.
I hate that.
I don't
hate
think
when
they
do
did.
that.
I don't think they did.
But, we'll see.
Yeah. But the ride itself, it's a simulation ride.
Did it actually move?
The seats?
The seats.
Yes, they do.
Are you sure?
Yes, they do.
Like, I didn't even feel them move.
They move forward and back, side to side.
It must have just been like very, very little.
The most of the movement that you feel is from fans in that ride, actually.
Because they made you buckle up and everything.
Mhm.
So I don't know what that was.
You move. You do move.
It must move, right?
Yeah, it does move. That's why I told you take your sunglasses off, because the first time I messed up and my sunglasses hit off my 3D glasses.
Okay. Okay. Well, it must move because,
It does
but
move.
I couldn't tell. But this was the first time I've also ridden it too. So like
Yeah.
the second time I ride it, I'll be like, oh, okay. I'll probably feel it move.
You'll
at
pay
that
more
point.
attention
Yeah,
to the
pay more
technical
attention.
versus the
Which is how it
fun.
happens all the time. I ride it and then I'm like, oh, and I ride it as a ride, and then the second time I ride it as as an engineer.
yeah.
So
But it's so the first time I rode it was on soft openings, actually. You know that.
you said all the stuff wasn't working.
And nothing was working. So there was no fans. The smells weren't working, the water wasn't working. So imagine that ride with just the movement.
Yeah.
And that's why most of the UO pass holders don't like it.
Right. And
Because they got a really bad version in the
they
soft
should
openings.
definitely do it again.
I swear, you need to get that right another chance, because
Well, because you were even telling me
I
beforehand
was
that
so-
there's like this big part where Jimmy's eating pizza,
Yes.
and you were like, oh, they totally missed out. They could have had the smell of pizza.
I told him flat out, I'm like, they missed the mark because they didn't have a smell effect for the pizza.
And then so when we wrote it, guess what?
They
There
had
was a
the smell
effect
effects.
of pizza.
And I was like freaking out. I was like, it smells like pizza.
So actually, the actual ride, like the cool part is that you get to, it really is
You
a race
see
through
New
New York.
York.
So you see,
And it's not the fake version of New York.
so
9 times out of the 10 that you see in movies and video games and everything. This was New York.
yeah.
And I was very impressed with that.
So you get out in Times Square, you see Radio City Music Hall,
Yep.
you see the Statue of Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Did they say the Empire State Building?
Yes,
I
you
don't
do.
even-
Yes,
yeah,
you do.
okay.
With hashtag.
Oh, that's right. Hashtag the Panda is like on top of the Empire. It's a cute ride.
I will.
You guys should
I
definitely.
will. The other thing I was really, really happy about that they did not do, which normal rides do every time, we did not go into something's mouth.
Oh, I was expecting to
I
go.
did too. I was like, hashtag.
I
Hashtag.
was really expecting to go in hashtag's mouth. Like,
Because he grabs us,
mhm.
and then he doesn't put you in his mouth, and
He just kind of
I
rars
was
at
like,
you.
yeah.
Because like Maggie puts you in her
Maggie.
mouth during in the Simpsons ride.
Yeah.
So I was expecting to
In
go. In,
Back to the Future, you went into the T-Rex's mouth.
yeah.
I can't remember if Minions you go into someone's mouth.
No,
I think they got away with it with Minions.
but yeah.
Because in
anyway.
Jimmy Neutron, you ended up in someone's mouth.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I know in Hanna-Barbera, you ended up in something's mouth.
I was just expecting to get into hashtag the panda's mouth, and that didn't happen. So it's
No.
nice.
If that's kind of a thing for me, guys. I I don't like simulators because of the fact that you always end up in something's mouth.
Maggie, put them down. You don't know where they've been.
The fact that, Shrek, you end up in the dragon's mouth.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
I can't even remember that fucking ride
That
anymore.
it disgusts me beyond all belief. Like, that's something
That ride was
I
so
don't
bad
want
the
to end
last
up in
time
something's
that we
mouth.
rode on it.
Oh my god, please.
It's like that Shrek ride has to be...
I'm ready for it to go.
Yeah, I'm ready for it to go too because I haven't ridden it in years, and
The
for
last
fucking
time,
good reason.
the last time I rode it, I got really, really sick on it, and I almost threw up because of the horse part.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a 4D theater. I mean, it's like a Ripley's 4D theater experience at this point.
Universal.
I'm like, this is some crap.
Universal. You can do better.
This is some crap.
You know what I would like back?
What?
I want Alfred Hitchcock's back.
No,
Yes.
you're not gonna do that.
I would like
It's a total
something.
waste of money.
I would like something Alfred Hitchcock back.
Well, yeah, it'd be nice, but they're not gonna do it.
Why not?
And they already, they destroyed the Murder She Wrote area for Transformers. So,
And Xena. I feel like we should have little shots of those rides just with the R.I.P. and.
I was never on. I never went on Murder She Wrote. So,
You never did?
No.
You're
first
lucky.
The first time
You're
I went
really
to
lucky.
the first time I went to Universal, I think, was for Rock the Universe.
So, Murder She Wrote was a show where they showed how they did movies.
Mm-hmm.
And they used people from the audience and
Well, yeah,
all that
and
type
I think
bullshit.
that's how.
And they showed how they did Psycho.
I think that's like old Universal.
Oh, yeah.
That's like in every sense of the word, old Universal.
Oh, yeah. But that was always a cute one.
That's like, Disaster and Twister.
Oh,
and
don't remind me
things like
about
that.
Disaster.
So, Disaster used to be Earthquake.
I
and
love Disaster.
Disaster, I thought was way better than Earthquake could have ever been.
I liked Earthquake, though. But I liked how they showed what they did. And then they showed the model destroyed.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah, the best part was that, when you go in there and everything gets destroyed, and then right at the end, they're like, all right, well, thank you guys. And then they show it going back to normal. That is the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, wait, I just experienced something kind of traumatic here.
Yeah, and then it just all goes back to normal.
Goes back to normal.
Just no problems.
Yes. Do you remember the iteration between Earthquake and Disaster?
No. What are you talking about?
It was very short-lived.
Like what?
It was Disaster, but it was like Disaster something. I can't remember the bottom one. Like Kraken Unleashed, but Disaster something. It was a very short iteration of it where they had robots shooting at each other.
Robots shooting at each other? When?
It was before Disaster really became Disaster.
What are you even talking about?
You
sound like a crazy person.
No, I don't, because there was a time that Disaster had robots in it.
All right, well, you're
Shooting
gonna
at
have to
each
show me
other.
that shit. Because
I will have to re-find it because I found it online. I was like, I kind of remember this, but I don't really remember it. Like, I only wrote it once like that.
Yeah. I don't remember writing that. And you and I were
Dating at that time.
we were more than together when
Yeah.
that happened.
Yeah.
When Disaster came about. But I am happy that there's a new Fast and Furious ride, which is coming.
I will give it a chance.
That
soon.
they got the facade on the outside of the building now. I'm really excited
It's
that
gonna
that's
be
coming.
really cool, I feel like.
Yeah.
I will say
I'm getting really excited
there's
for
part
that
of
one.
me who is kind of sad, though, that we lost Jaws.
Yes. But, however,
But we have Harry Potter.
yeah, getting Diagon Alley out of
Jaws?
out of Jaws's,
Okay. And I feel...
I'm perfectly fine with that.
So the last time we talked about Universal, we had a rumor on Nintendo Land where it was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now we have confirmation.
Well, we have more of a confirmation now.
Oh, we have an absolute confirmation.
They didn't come out and say where
They
it
haven't
was.
But they
But they leaked the
but
new
it was
map.
leaked where the new map was.
Yeah.
Which I'm both very happy and very sad about it all at the same time.
Animal Actor Stage, that's where like the main entrance is going to
Yeah.
be now. Taking out Barney,
Barney, Feifel,
Curious George, Feifel's Playland,
Woody Woodpecker, and Curious George, and the tents back there.
And the tents back there?
And the tents and Hard Rock.
What did I tell you that they were making?
Yeah.
I told you, and you didn't believe me.
I didn't want to. I don't want to lose any more of Halloween Horror Nights, damn it.
So while we were there, we rode Men in Black Alien Attack.
Yeah.
And so if you guys are familiar with it, so when you exit through the gift shop, to the left there's restrooms.
Yeah.
And then to the right of that there's like it was just like a wooded area.
Yeah.
Behind that area is fucking wide open space back there.
It's parking area and tents.
There's no parking there.
Yeah, there's.
For who?
Execs.
No, there's nothing out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they parked the floats for yeah.
But
there's no parking back there.
There's parking. So that like, if they have somebody who comes in that's special, they don't have to park in the garage.
Oh, they could just put them back there and just bring them into the park?
Mm-hmm.
Well, whatever. Anyway.
I know this firsthand,
but it was
babe.
it's not, there was no parking.
No.
There's no parking lot back there.
No, there's no parking lot.
It's just grassy and
field
dirt
and
field.
dirt and land.
You know, all the way towards Major Way, I think.
Yeah.
And so I was telling you, I'm like, I bet you they're tearing down those other tents for Nintendo Land.
Yeah, they are.
That's what I told you that. No, sorry. Nintendo World. Nintendo Land's a game.
We keep doing that too.
I told you that they were going to tear down the tents and make they're going to either move the tents over or build new structures for Halloween Horror Nights.
So,
which I hope is what they're going to do.
Well, the rumor is, and I'm praying to God that this is more than a rumor from the people that I've heard it from. IOA. They'll open at both parks.
There's no place to do it at IOA anymore. They've filled that place up crazy now.
Yeah, they have.
I don't see any way that they could do it at IOA anymore.
There's just
no room. If you look at IOA...
The only thing I can think of, though, is if they put them in the sound stages. Put them all in the sound stages now.
But they have one sound stage. The only sound stage that they're not using now is the one that they have for Grinchmas. And they're definitely not going to fill that up for Halloween Horror Nights.
They can't.
They can't because they built Grinchmas in there.
Yeah.
It's up all year round in that sound stage.
It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That is really weird. That is up all year.
Yeah.
That must be so eerie.
And now they have 4 houses up in the front of the park now instead of it used to be 3.
Yeah.
Used to be the one in the
Oh, that's right. They use Shrek now.
Uh-huh.
I forgot. They're using Shrek again this year.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. That's already been confirmed.
But I'm saying they're using 4 houses in the sound stages in the front of the park now, which they only used to do 3. Because they lost the one out by Jaws.
Yep.
There was a house out by Jaws, so they lost.
That one
so they had
always
to move it up
so
front.
fucking eerie.
Yeah.
Jaws was always so nasty. That one was always so gross.
Yeah, that was the Saw house. That was the that was one of the body collectors' houses, I think.
That was also Bloods and Gore.
Blood and Gore. Yep. Mm-hmm. That one was nasty.
No, that was the one where with the chainsaws. That the water got in my mouth and it tasted nasty, so I bolted out the friggin' exit, and the guys were like, I scared her. No, you didn't scare me. I had to go throw up.
That was one where they...
so gross.
There was no more water left,
yeah, so they got water from
decided to use the water that's inside of people to drink.
It was really gross.
It was an interesting
premise. I like the premise. I thought the premise was really fun.
But
really
disgusting.
Gross. Oh.
Fucking disgusting.
Oh.
But E.T. staying though.
E.T. staying.
And
they need to refurbish E.T. and put in new animatronics, I feel like.
No, E.T. needs to stay exactly the way it is.
No.
It is wonderful. I love it when that guy goes, hold it right there. Whoa! And then he moves at as slow as humanly possible.
But it's like, whoa!
It's so great. That's perfect. In every way. E.T.'s perfect in every way, and they should not change it at all.
They need to change it.
There are some things that you can't change, okay? And like I said, what was the other ride that I wrote that I don't want to change?
There was E.T. that we talked about.
Oh, I don't want Wild Arctic to change either.
Oh,
I just want them to keep it as shitty as possible for the rest of eternity. Because if I go there and I don't get to hear that man say "herd caribou," I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
All I could think was it a herd of caribou? When did the ride break down last time?
Herd of caribou. I don't know. I don't remember when the ride broke down. It just like stopped.
Yeah.
That was a few.
And then the screen just came up.
Yep. Screen came up. They're like, "Get the fuck out."
They were like, "Come on, guys.
I gotta restart it.
Gotta get out."
They were just like, "Get the fuck out." All right.
Okay, I'll go look at the animals then.
Damn baby walrus wasn't there.
Baby wall. The
I wanted
video.
that baby walrus.
Too damn cute.
Yeah.
He's too damn cute.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah, Jimmy Fallon was awesome. Go ride it and
give it another chance.
Yeah, if you've already ridden it, like if you rode it during previews,
like I did,
go ride that thing again.
Go give it a chance.
Yeah, I really liked it.
I did too, actually.
And I'm not like a huge Jimmy Fallon fan.
It actually made me curious.
I mean,
about
I like his shit normally, but
it made me really curious about him again and be like, okay, so what are these characters?
Yeah, I mean, I like him. He's a good guy, but
yeah.
I was like, I was sitting there like, I don't know if I'm really gonna like this because I'm not a huge like Jimmy Fallon fan. But
yeah.
At any rate, so
yeah.
we go ride it.
Give it another shot. We'll try to go ride Kraken and then tell you guys about it.
I'm not waiting. Well, I think if we go like at the beginning of the day, so if like go there at like 9:00, we may get like a
a 3,
like a 12 o'clock or something like that.
If
we go at the very, very beginning of the day,
yeah.
it may be just not that long.
I'm hopeful. I feel like that's what we should do this week.
I think it just kind of compounded and compounded and compounded up to 5.
It's so stupid.
And I really don't think that they really know what they're doing with that. So
they need to fix that.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Underneath. All right, guys. Well, this was
I Love You.
I know. My name is Kyle.
And I'm Sarah.
And this is the Signature Podcast from the Prolonged Engagement. You can find us every single Monday at noon on youtube.com/The Prolonged Engagement Show or www.theprolongedengagement.com. There you can find links to this show in audio format on your favorite podcasting service. And we'll see you next week.
Love you. Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. And if you want to subscribe, you should click over here. If you want to watch the latest episode of I Love You, I Know, click right here.
If you want to see our latest video, click right here. And if you want to see our latest Let's Play, click right here.
If you're listening on MP3